right, ladies and gentlemen, it is 9 p.m. and this is 2 Drink Minimum coming at you live from 3 different locations around Quebec. The gentleman on your screen right now is none other than comedy legend Mike Ward.
I am Mike Ward. You are Pantelis, and our friend in blue.
Yeah, what is he wearing?
Chubby Smurf.
Yes, you got new headphones with the blue tint.
Blue Lives Matter, bro.
Oh, that's gonna get you in trouble now.
Yeah. No, yeah.
I don't care.
I'm no. What?
3 hours from now, Poseidon gets
Jeff
canceled.
Solomon just blocked me on Twitter.
Yeah, the color coordinating fucked you on this one, Poseidon. Thank you for turning your C off.
We were supposed to do the show on Monday, and then I fucking fucked up.
I think we all kind of fucked up. Like we just misunderstood.
Kind of fucked up.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just because I thought we were going to do it on Skype, but since we've been doing it for the last 2 weeks from my house, I should have mentioned, hey, Skype, 3 o'clock. And then I was doing Chrissy Mayer's show.
Okay.
And then my wife kept on yelling. She was like, Mike, and she knows to like not talk when I'm doing a podcast. I was like, what the fuck? Why she keep yelling my name? And then it's because you guys were in the street.
Actually, we were in the yard. We walked into the backyard, and then I'm looking around. I'm like, this is suspicious. Because it was 5 minutes till the show's supposed to start, and there was no equipment, no nothing. And Poseidon's like, yeah, bro, he's probably just in the house right now. Are you taking a shit? And I was like, I don't know. This seems, my spider sense is tingling. Let's get the fuck out of here, bro. Mike probably left. We're in his backyard. Someone's going to call the cops. And then you came out of your house. What the fuck are you guys doing here? But at least we got you now.
I felt really bad though.
Oh, what's the big deal?
Yeah, because you got a speeding ticket too. You got a $300. How much was it? $300 ticket.
$300, yeah.
God damn.
But I'm gonna fight it. I'm gonna fight this ticket, Mike, because it seems I don't know, man. First of all, I was looking up the speeds of my car on like how much I can go, and my car apparently does 0 to 80 in it takes about 4 seconds. Okay, to do that. So this guy said I was going 87 on that block with traffic. Like even in ideal conditions, for me to reach that speed, I would have had to went through the cop.
Okay.
So everything that, plus the fact that he kept changing, like every time I would ask him a question, like to question the speed, he would threaten me with another ticket. So at first I asked him, like, are you sure? Like that seems a little high, 87. And he's like, oh yeah, I see your cell phone is not in like a holder. I was like, yeah, of course, because I'm not a cab driver. Like I have a screen, it's connected. Yeah. I don't use my phone. It's just discarded. Yeah, that's a ticket. If I could see your phone, I could give you a $500 ticket. I was like, well, I didn't know about this law. He's like, it's a law. So and then he leaves. He gets my registration. He comes back, and again, now I had more time to process while I'm sitting there. I was like, wait a second. There was a car in front of me. Like he basically was bumper to bumper, and then he stopped all the cars and told me to get on the side. So I was like, wait, if I was going 87, what's the guy in front of me doing? 95, 100? This doesn't make any sense. Yeah. So I was gonna ask him again. So he comes to the side and I tell him, hey, let me ask you, like, are you sure about the number? And he goes, you know what? You want to get another ticket? Because you didn't sign the back of your registration. I'm going to give you another ticket. And if I want, you know what? You weren't going 87. Maybe you're going over 90. And you know what that means? I'll take your car and you're going to have to walk home. And I was like, okay, yeah, thank you. Just give me the fucking ticket. Like, I'll just contest it in court. I was like, okay, it's clear that this guy's fucking around now. He just keeps threatening me with random shit. So, yeah.
And coming out of that turn there, it's impossible to speed up that fast, especially being behind that blue car there.
Yeah, but there was traffic. It was 3:30 in the afternoon on Papineau on a Monday in the middle of fucking construction season. Like it's clear bullshit. Like but the best part is that my car, like I was looking online just to get the stats. I was like, my car can't make, even in ideal conditions, I couldn't have sped up that fast in a few meters. Like my car can't go that fast.
You'd think that cops like nowadays with all the shit press they're getting wouldn't fuck with people.
You'd think, but I think a lot of people accept it.
Yeah.
You think that would be, what's funny if you had pulled me out of the car and started beating me?
Yeah.
that would have been amazing. Oh,
I don't think you don't have the right skin tone, bro.
Yeah, did you? I got a message earlier. A Greek kid in Côte d'Ivoire was the victim of a hate crime.
Really?
Yeah. 2 black guys beat the shit out of him, called him a cracker, stole his phone, kept calling him a cracker, and he was trying to explain. He's like, I'm Greek. What are you talking about? And they beat the shit out of him and took his phone.
And is that still a slur, cracker?
Well, I don't know. You have to ask a white
guys
person.
from the 70s that came to beat him up.
Yeah, and the best is, you know how he got beat up? Because first they attacked him and they took his phone and they asked him, "What's the password?" And he said, "Your mother's dick," or something like that. And they beat the shit out of him. Yeah, he said, "Suck your mom's dick," or "It's your mom's dick," something like that. And they beat the shit out of him.
How old was the kid?
He's he's my buddy Alex's friend, so he's in his late 20s, like just under 30. I'm calling him a kid. He's not a kid. He's an adult. But, yeah, he's and then he was saying, he's like, "What the fuck?" He goes, "They beat the shit out of me because they said I was white, and they kept calling him like cracker and racial slurs and stuff like that." And he's like, "What the fuck?" He goes, "I thought racism is only one way. Turns out it's not, huh? Yeah. It's like everyone's racist." Yeah, they beat the shit out of me. I felt bad that they robbed the kid.
Yeah,
but it's like, what the fuck is wrong with people? For a fucking, especially nowadays, a phone, like now they have GPS tracing your phone. You could brick it when somebody steals it. They're useless now, most of these phones.
Yeah.
Once you steal them.
And
sorry, go ahead.
Every mobile phone company will give you a free iPhone if you just sign up for a year.
Yeah, or if you tell them you're the victim of a hate crime.
Yeah.
Give me an iPhone, and I don't want the black one.
Oh God,
he's just angry. His whole life changes now. I'm laughing, but I feel bad for the kid. I'm just the situation is funny, but not you know what I mean. Like them calling him a cracker and stuff. He's like, "I'm Greek. What are you talking about?"
Maybe those two black dudes then went to like Bell or Telus or whatever, and they were like, we want an account. They're like, "Okay, we'll give you a free phone." Oh shit, you give those away? Yeah. Fuck! They're wiping the blood off their hands.
Why? What's the matter? We just beat the shit out of some guy.
Can you unlock this phone and get the blood off of it?
Yeah. Can you find the owner and tell him we're really, really sorry? We thought the white people were hoarding all the phones. We didn't realize you guys just giving this shit away.
Did he call the cops? Or?
I have no idea. My buddy shared because I think because I never met the kid. So on his Facebook, I think he shared the photos and the details of the story, like the photos of himself. And then my buddy shared it to me this morning. He's like, "Look at this." He goes, "This guy got beat up and couldn't." So I was like, you know what? At least the kid didn't get killed because people get killed sometimes for stupid shit. It does suck though. Like it's one of those situations where people are mad at you for nothing. Like this was clearly just an excuse. Like the whole cracker thing. They were just using it as an excuse. They just wanted to rob his cell phone. It had nothing to do with fucking him being Greek or them thinking that he's, he has privilege or whatever the fuck. But yeah, they beat the shit out of him, called him a cracker. And, but at least he went down with attitude. What's the password of your phone? Your mother's dick.
I like that. Getting knocked out, but still fucking with the assailants.
Yeah, he's like, they're already beating me up, so why would I give them my password? Good luck. Your mother's dick, he said.
I wonder if that works. Like, who gives her password away?
I don't I guess if you're really scared and you think you might get beat up and you're like, "Oh no, okay, fine, just take the password, don't beat me up." But I would think if they just robbed you, I think even if you give the password, if somebody wants to beat you up, they'll beat you up.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So I don't think that'll help.
Did they take any money or no?
I didn't read about any money. All it wrote was the phone and the beating. And I just laughed at I don't want anybody to get beat up. It was just such a random thing because the guy was explaining. He's like, "I'm not I'm Greek." And in my head, that's funny because I know that when I try to explain to people, they don't see. They're like, "No, you're white." And I was like, "Since when?" Like we used to get shit on when we first came here, fucking 50, 60, 100 years ago, like third-class citizens. And then now we automatically join the fucking white team. Yeah. What the fuck happened? Who drafted us?
Yeah, 50 years of getting shit on, and then now it's privilege.
Yeah, exactly. Like, you're on the team. It's like, well, I wasn't even on the bench. What are you talking? You used to tell me to get the fuck out of your store. How did this happen? So it's just funny that he's trying to explain to them, and they're like, "Look at this lying ass piece of shit. He thinks we can't see that he's white." They beat the crap out of him.
It's because white privilege is developed.
Yes, it encompasses many different people. Yeah. So yeah, Mike, that's the sad story. That's what I'm telling you. My ticket, I'll go contest it. It's not that big of a deal. This guy. You got beat up. Yeah. That sucks.
Yeah, it does suck. Yeah, I've been. I didn't get beat up. I've been in the country.
Wait, where are you now? Are you not back home?
I came back. I came back home because yesterday I got my internet installed, but I got a shitty company that really cheap.
Oh
and
no!
I was sure that because on the internet it said that they gave a router with the account. but I didn't have a router, so the internet was connected to my house, but there was no way for me to get on the internet.
That's so stupid.
So I was like, fuck, I didn't think to bring a computer. So I was like, I can't get on the internet.
That's so fucking ridiculous. These guys are assholes.
Yeah, and I was in the country. I told my wife yesterday, I was like, fuck it, I'm just going to go buy a router. And I looked, and the nearest store was 50 minutes away. So I was like, I'm not going to drive for 2 hours to get a router. So I came back. I came back here.
And then are you after this? Are you gonna drive back there?
Yeah. No. Tomorrow I'm gonna go buy a router, and then I'm gonna drive back.
You're fucking hilarious.
Yeah. My neighbor is amazing though. Like he connected, since I have an electric car. And I don't have a Tesla thing over there. He installed a electrical outlet on his garage so I could plug in my car.
Just for you?
Yeah, he's like, it doesn't make sense to plug it in your house since the plug is on my side. And I was like, yeah, I could just back it up though. Like, it wouldn't change anything. And he was like, no, just plug it. It doesn't matter. And I was like, yeah, but it's gonna cost. It's a couple. Don't worry. And then today he cleaned my car for me.
What?
Yeah. It's fucking amazing. He cut down one of my trees. He's a very nice man. I think he's gonna try to have sex with me, though.
Dude, we gotta move to the country. That's where the good people are. What the hell's going on?
No, they're so nice. Everyone is so nice.
Everyone in the city sucks dicks.
Yeah, everyone's fucking stabbing each other and calling each other crackers.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, because of I can't believe this all started from Poseidon saying Blue Lives Matter. And it made us think of the cops. You know the guy who, what the fuck's his name? The guy who killed George Floyd?
Yeah.
More stuff came out about him. Bro, this guy was a piece of shit on a lot of different levels. He pistol whipped a bunch of teenagers once, the white kids.
Really?
He pistol whipped them, bro. This guy's fucking ridiculous. Yeah. And he beat the shit out of, I think, a Latino guy once. But the pistol whipping of the teenagers made me laugh so much. It's like just thinking of a cop pistol whipping kids.
I didn't think anyone did that in real life. I thought it was just like a movie thing.
Yeah, no, this guy was a piece of shit. Like he was, which is fucked up because you'd think, I don't know, after the third pistol whipping of a child, you'd lose your fucking job.
Yeah, like the cops would go, look, maybe he's kind of a loose cannon.
Yeah, he's like, kids are playing in the park in the middle of the night. He shows up, he's like, come here, you little shit. He's fucking pistol whipping. You'd think someone would say something, but they're like, Jim's just angry. You know how he gets.
Did the article say what those kids had done?
No, but it was
get pistol whipped?
No, but all I found out was that they were white kids because they were trying to show like this guy was just a piece of garbage overall because people are trying to assess whether he was like
racist.
Yeah,
well, he was racist probably.
I think he was he just was a shitty person.
He's just a garbage person. Yeah.
Yeah. But when I saw that, I was like, if this guy was pistol whipping teenagers for like playing too loud or something, then yeah, he's liable to do some crazy shit. But like, I'm surprised no one in the force stood up and said like, yo, this guy's a loose fucking cannon. You know, maybe, I don't know, maybe some training or nothing. Everybody's like, you know how he is. You know how this guy gets.
Can we give him a foam gun?
It's fucking crazy. Violent. So, yes, I saw that and I was like, God damn, imagine being those kids. You must have been pissed off that he pistol whipped you, but then when you saw him murder someone, you're like, Jesus Christ, I got off lucky.
Yeah. I lost this eye, but apart from that.
Clearly, this guy was able to do worse.
Yeah.
Imagine being the parent of those kids, seeing that. What do you do?
Seeing that he murdered someone?
No. That let's say he pistol whips your kid.
It depends what kind of parent. There are two types of parent. One parent is, what did you do to get the cop to pistol whip you? And the other parent is, there's no way you could have done something that would merit someone pistol whipping you in the fucking face. So it depends on the parent. Your dad, Poseidon, would have been like, are you gay now? Your dad would have been completely different.
Did you contract it?
Yeah. Did he pistol whip you with his dick? Is that what you're trying to tell me? That would have been your dad.
By the way, can I turn on the AC?
No.
Oh, bro, I'm dying.
I know, but you're going to ruin people's experience. All they're going to hear is...
Just take your shirt off.
Yeah, just take your shirt. What are you doing with a shirt on, bro? You look like is in the middle of winter. Why are you dressed in those kind of clothes?
You got a shirt on like a gay.
Yeah, sure you do. Yeah, sure, like a gay. Yeah, man, be straight. Take your shirt off.
I don't want to show my tits.
Yeah, is
What
the
is that? You
AC,
literally took your shirt off last time on 2 Drink Minimum at the studio, and now it bothers you. We can't even see your tits,
No,
first
but
of all.
I had a tank top on.
I know, but we can't see your tits. Your tits are cut off. Look at where the cutoff is on Skype.
Do you
Yeah.
have tape at your house?
Oh, yeah, just
You could,
tape your
like,
boobs.
Put tape over the nipples.
You're like a
Keep it
model.
classy.
Yeah, like a classy model, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh wait, I think I do.
You're like a stripper in New Brunswick.
Is that what they do?
Yeah, they don't show the nipples in New Brunswick.
Ooh, at a strip club?
Yeah, at a strip club.
What's
Yeah.
the point of strip clubs then?
I have no idea. I went to one strip club once in New Brunswick, and then the girl took her bra off, and she had tassels over her tits. And I was like, oh, that's weird that's her gimmick. Then the second girl got on, did the same thing, and I was like, fuck that. I'm going back to Montreal.
The fuck's wrong with these idiots?
Yeah. I think though, like if I was a stripper, I'd go dance in New Brunswick. Because in Quebec, like if you're in Montreal, you get fucking creeps trying to finger you every 4 seconds.
I think that's
Whereas-
everywhere.
Well, if you're in a province where you're not even showing your nipples, I think people are probably either more respectful or just fucking savages. And that's why you can't show your tits.
Oh, maybe that's why they don't show their tits. Like, you can't, these guys go crazy every time someone shows their tits.
Yeah.
As soon as they see the nipples, they start freaking
The
out.
manager's like, I'm tired of cleaning up sperm. It's just-
Yeah.
they keep jumping on stage and jerking off. I can't take this anymore. Yeah, I don't know. We have to ask Jason about New Brunswick.
Yeah. Jason doesn't have, there are no strip clubs near his house, though.
But yeah,
I think the closest strip club is probably an hour away, and it's probably in Quebec.
and that's a Montreal thing. Like we think it's normal because there's strip clubs on every street corner.
Yeah.
But I think other cities, if we act the way we do here, like we just tell them, so where's the nearest strip club? Like, why do you keep asking that? It's like, oh, we have them every 3 blocks in Montreal. It's just there's always a
Yeah.
strip club. There's a massage parlor. I think for other cities, it's very weird. I think that's a strictly Montreal thing because even Quebec City doesn't have strip clubs everywhere.
No.
No, this is a strictly Montreal thing.
Yeah, Montreal has too many strip clubs.
But there's no strip clubs, I think, in old Montreal. There should be strip clubs with horses and stuff, like
Yeah.
old Montreal themed, pioneer themed strip clubs.
Wait, what?
Yeah, because there's no strip
you
clubs
get-
in old Montreal.
Get a horse-drawn whore.
Yeah, they're dancing on cobblestone.
Yeah.
Their heels
like
keep getting stuck beside them. Think about it.
Oh god. Or it's like shaped like a horse carriage.
Yeah, exactly. It's just hay.
Yeah. There's hay all over the place.
It's just a weird theme.
And she comes up to you and she goes, "Hey."
Why does it smell like horse shit in here? It's very immersive. There's just
She
a
starts
stable.
neighing.
I'm surprised no one's done that, Mike. Like they do other stupid shit. I'm surprised they haven't done stable strip clubs here in old Montreal since everyone's obsessed with the fucking horses.
Especially now with the COVID, like having an outdoor strip club.
Yeah, that would be amazing.
You're like,
With a lasso?
You're in a
They'd
farm.
they'd never allow that though.
Why wouldn't they
I
allow
think
that? They allow everything else.
They wouldn't allow strippers outside.
No, like it'd be available for everyone to see, right? How do you block off? Never mind. I said
You
something
get a wall.
Yeah.
Stupid. I
Yeah,
said
you get
something-
a wall or a
I
fence.
know. I
Yeah.
just I didn't
You
use
are
this.
aware that we could just get a wall, right?
Yes, I know.
Yeah.
Like think
Or
about it
fence.
as the back. What is it? How do you say terrace in English? Not porch.
Patio.
Patio. Think of it as
patio,
the
yeah.
back patio of like a bar, right? You go in the back
Yeah.
and there's a patio there, and then there's the lasso chick in the middle.
There was one strip club I saw, I forget in what small town in Quebec, but they actually built a sort of a wall between the parking lot and the street so that people couldn't recognize cars in the parking lot. Since it was a small town, so people would be like, "Oh fuck, Jerry, I saw your car at the strip club," and they'd
Uh-huh.
tell his wife.
Yeah. Your husband's car has been parked in that strip club for 3 days.
But hold on, wait. Question: Can't just anyone enter and then drive around? Let's say for
Yeah, but that's
that
extra
notion?
effort. Like if you're there, people are going to see you there anyway. So then
Yeah.
you're part of it. You've just incriminated yourself. And be like, well, what are you doing at the strip club,
Exactly.
Jason? And you're like, I was investigating. Sure you were.
Yeah.
Right? Because that's not a believable scenario. I was investigating.
No.
Oh,
It was for science.
Mike, do you remember the Dixie Chicks?
Yeah.
Somebody told me that they changed their name now to the Chicks. They just took out the Dixie because they thought that, I don't know, something happened with their brand. People didn't like them. So they said, we're going to rebrand. Now we're just the Chicks.
Yeah. Because it would have been better if they were called the Dicks.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was thinking too. The Dicks, they would have got way more, but the Chicks.
Yeah. The Chicks. It's stupid because they got rid of Dixie Chicks because they like everything Southern now for some reason is racist.
Yeah.
But calling yourself the Chicks is misogynistic. Like if you're gonna take it that if everything's gonna offend you, then being called a chick is demeaning. Right?
Is being called a chick demeaning though?
I don't know. If you're offended by the word Dixie, you're going to be offended by the word chicks. They should
agree.
Change their name to the ladies.
Yeah.
The
singing,
social justice ladies.
Yeah, the singing lasses.
Yeah.
Poseidon, what would you call the chicks?
The broads.
Yeah, the broads would have been hilarious.
Broads.
We're just the broads now. Yeah, the Chicks. And I was like, well, the Chicks is too glorious. That's like a band called the Guys. Like it's so unspecific.
Or the boys.
Yeah, the boys.
The boys.
The Chicks. I didn't even know they were still like a thing.
Me neither. I think that's the problem is that nobody knew about them anymore. And they're like, we need to do something crazy. No one's thought about this name change. We're going to drop the Dixie. Or what are we calling ourselves? No, we're just dropping the Dixie. We're still the Chicks. It's just the Chicks.
That's like Lady Antebellum. They changed their name to Lady A.
That's
but
stupid.
There was already a singer called Lady A that she's like won Grammy Awards and she was like, go fuck yourself. And it's a black singer. So she was like, you're getting rid of Lady Antebellum because you're saying that Antebellum is racist.
Is Antebellum racist? I don't know. I thought I never heard about this. What the fuck?
I didn't even know what it was. And then I Googled it and it's a type of house in Georgia that rich people had in the old days. And rich people in the old days had slaves. So, but you're like, God damn it. It's a type of a house, for Christ's sake. I don't think any of my black friends are losing sleep because there's a bunch of fucking rednecks with the word Antebellum in their band.
Do you remember when Preach said that his goal is to make enough money to buy a boat?
Yeah.
I can't wait till he does that. I'm going to tell Preach, oh, you want to buy, you know who else had boats? Slave owners.
Yeah.
And they brought, it's so, what a leap. Yeah. What a leap because they had this, well, they also drank water. You know that slave owners also drank water.
Yeah, it's crazy. Like I've never gotten the white guilt, but it's crazy the amount of white guilt people have.
It's so stupid.
Even Americans that their ancestors did have slaves. That like
Ben Affleck.
Yeah, but it's not Ben Affleck's fault.
I agree with you. Yeah. I don't believe in paying for the sins of our fathers because then it never ends, right? You can't have forgiveness.
Exactly.
Like if we're allowing Germany to have a country, everybody else needs to calm the fuck down. Because Germany's was recent and they did it twice. Every time we turn our back on them, they try to take over the world and kill people. So if we're forgiving the Germans, we got to calm our tits.
It's crazy how too, like the Chicks are changing their name because there's Dixie in it. But all of the German brands were basically started by Hitler.
Yeah, and they're still around. Yeah, same logos.
Like they're like, don't call Lady Antebellum. That's racist. But buy a Volkswagen.
Yeah, exactly. The Beetle was his favorite car. It's still called the Beetle. Still looks the same.
Yeah.
Yeah, because even the Germans, after everything they did, I think they even realized, like, all right, how about we just don't commit atrocities? How about that's the goal?
Yeah.
Which to me should always be because I've been looking at this like, you know what I realized? You know, affirmative action?
Yeah.
That's systemic racism. That's a system, right? That's favoring one race over another. And what Harvard did about Asians have to get higher scores than other people because they have too many Asians. That's also systemic racism. Yeah. There's actual proof of systemic racism. Nobody wants to talk about it. They talk about other stuff that intangible stuff that you can't calculate. That assumptions. but the
speaking of
actual
intangible.
yeah, but the actual stuff nobody wants to talk about because like, okay, don't mention that.
Yeah. Speaking of intangible.
Poseidon, are you okay? I've been waiting for you because you
I love that.
yeah, you want to reply, so I let you.
Off by mistake. I cut you off by mistake. That's why I wasn't sure when you were done.
I cut him off to say, yeah.
No. Speaking of intangible, in Call of Duty, there was you could do hand motions.
Yes.
And you could do the OK hand motion.
All right,
and they got rid of it in the game.
Racist.
They got rid of it in the game because this is apparently a symbol of white supremacy. The OK hand motion.
Yeah, black people hate the number 3. It's a well known. They're scared of it. It's well known, well documented. Is that a white supremacist thing now, Poseidon?
Apparently, I don't know. When you do this, it means white supremacy.
I have no
what
idea
the fuck is happening?
how that started. Like people saying that this is white supremacist.
Can you still do this, Poseidon? What about some of this? Can you do this? Can you do the west side?
Yeah. Oh, in the game, no, you can't because that means west side.
Right.
But
you can't do east side either. You can't do any of that stuff.
Yeah, no. Just they got rid of this. You can't do the OK sign.
Thank God racism is solved.
Yeah.
I never even knew that was
the problem.
Do you think people ever go to India and beat the shit out of Indians because they see the whole their ancient 1,000-year-old symbol of peace? And they're like, "You fucking Nazis!" And they start attacking the Indians. You think idiots do that? Why does context not matter? I don't understand why.
Yeah.
So what if white supremacy? What if KKK people, Poseidon? You find out that whenever they want to say okay, they do this. They're like, "Yeah, good job. Yeah." Are you gonna cut your fucking thumbs off? like what? It's so stupid.
Yeah, it doesn't make fucking. I don't know, bro. It's pissing me off.
Why are you
giving? Pissing me off.
Why would you give stuff away to supremacists, racists? Why would you give your stuff away to them? Don't give them anything. Don't let them appropriate shit.
I wonder if like people from the KKK now are like, why? Like I'm watching the news and apparently every white person is racist. Why is it so hard to recruit people?
Yeah.
No one wants to join, but apparently they're all fucking racist.
Yeah. According to the news, everyone's racist. Every time I go to a major city, they tell me to go fuck myself. Well, which is it? Which is it? Are you with us or are you not? Yeah. Because if you ever go, like if you mention, like, because I remember in Texas, because, you know, I see a lot of crazy jokes. They don't even like you mentioning like any ties to KKK. If you make fun of them, they're like, fuck those rednecks. They don't like that shit, bro. They don't like it when you talk about the racist white people. They don't like, they get offended. Like, we're not like those fucking rednecks, those racist piece of shit. So just imagine when their whole life's like, we hate those fucking racist piece of shit, and nothing news is like, everyone in Texas is a racist piece of shit. Like, what the fuck? What the fuck is happening?
I wonder how many KKK members there are right now.
I don't know. You know what's crazy? I had seen a thing about where they are, and normally it's these small towns. The way they get younger people to join is towns where there's no more jobs, like factories moved out and shit. So young men are very angry.
Yeah.
And they trick them. They tell them, oh, the reason why, it's because, you know, other countries, Indonesians, Asians, the black people in inner cities, they all took your jobs. And they fuck with someone who's like at the edge. And then it's easier for you to consume shit. Like, it's kind of like ISIS. ISIS, if you look at when they were recruiting from North America and England and all that, they were taking mostly Arabs, but a lot of even just who used to be Christian that were in shitty neighborhoods, fucked up situations, and they were telling them, you know, come with us, we're going to help you. The system is fucked up. It's against you. You know, God is going to punish them and all that shit. And they were taking people when they were at the edge, filling their head up with shit, and then bringing them on board. All these cults do the same shit. Cults break you down. They wait till you're weak and they take you in. None of it is like, hey, come over here. We're doing this crazy shit. And people are like, oh, fuck, that makes sense. They have to take you when you're broken down, because anybody with half a mind is going to be like, this is fucking absurd.
No one's like, fuck. On the same day that I got my bachelor's degree and won the lottery, I joined the KKK.
Yeah, exactly.
I became a dentist. And now...
Yeah, exactly. You have to be. It goes right back to what I was saying. It has to do with IQ.
Yeah.
The more racist you are, the more your IQ dips.
You know, whenever you see like KKK people, or like I've never met someone that was actually in the KKK, but whenever I see them like on the news, they're always these fucking like weirdos with sad lives and shitty houses. So it's weird being like, we're the superior race, and you're like, but but your life is so shitty.
Oh, Mike, there's a documentary, and Vice is shit. Even this documentary I saw on an airplane, it wasn't the best, but it was funny. There's a guy, he's from the UK. I'm not sure. I think he's an Arab. I think he's a Muslim Arab comedian, but he's one of those alt comedians. They're not funny, but they just say stuff on stage. But he went into the States, and he went to these small towns. This small town that has like a strong KKK, like they're super proud of it, whatever. And he went to meet KKK people. Like knew he was coming, and he even went to eat with them at the house. And but you could tell that they're all dummies. Like their conversations are stupid, and they live like in squalor, like it's shitty conditions. But they're talking about him being scum. Yeah. And the guy's like, well, does it feel weird for you to talk to me? Like, do you guys respect me more? Because now we're talking. He's like, no, we still don't fucking like you. And they're still being shit to him, even though they go, well, those guys looking at me down the street, what would they do to me if I wasn't with you here and I wasn't a guest? Oh, I don't think you want to know what they would do to you, son. They gotta they would the shit out of you. So, and they're all like super like dumb, like comic book type villain type people. Yeah. But you could tell where they come from. They come from like a shitty, like I said, you have to be in that squalor, no hope.
Yeah.
Find an enemy and attack it. It's the only way. Like modern cities, when you grow up with everyone, it's very difficult unless you have very shitty parents for you to turn into that.
And even if you're in the country, like if you have parents,
no, but you have to be in a place. Them
try to finger you and
them it showed like the documentary, whatever the fuck, the series, whatever you want to call it was very like I'm gonna try to find it to show you what I'm talking about, but it was very shit. Like they didn't have anything, you know what I mean? Like their houses were like, it looked like they could fall over, and it looked crappy. So
you figure it's crazy. I'd like to. I think I would like to meet a KKK guy just to talk to him, to see like how the fuck he got into this. But then he'd feel like I was judging him, and he'd call me a fag for driving a battery car.
Yeah, exactly. He'd call you a fag, a Jew. He just gets super angry.
Yeah, fucking Jew. Yeah, I'm a Jew bastard because I don't eat meat.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it'd be something like that. I like conversations too. I think I'd like to have a conversation, but it's hard to find, I think, someone that would have an actual conversation instead of just flipping out. Like we're having internet troubles. You know who's responsible for that? The blacks. And they're like, all right, this isn't making any sense. This isn't,
you think it might be because of the blacks that I didn't get my router?
That's what it was. Yeah. If you ask a KKK guy, that's what he's going to tell you. Yeah.
There's a black dude with 9 million routers.
Or ask Farrakhan. He's going to be like, it's the Jews and the whites. It's all them. They're holding the internet for themselves. That's another dummy too. You ever seen Farrakhan? You ever heard this guy talk? Yeah. He's fucking crazy too, bro. They're all nuts.
Well, the KKK, by the way, was started by Democrats, because back in the days when slavery ended,
they were upset.
Most people probably know this, but the thing is, black people were getting a lot of political power in places that had abolished slavery and this and that.
Mm-hmm.
And basically they invented the KKK to beat black people down and to, intimidate them, lynch them and all that shit. And if white people even were like friends with black people, they would beat the white people. That's where the KKK originated.
Were black people getting that much political power though? Like in the 1800s?
In some parts where they were liberated from slavery, so they didn't like that. The Democrats couldn't have that because it was the Democrats that...
You know what's amazing about those Democrats? Like what's amazing about the karma in this? That they were doing that, and then black people now dominate the culture. They progressed, and those families still stayed in those fucking villages, and they're just sitting there dressing up in hoods, hating people. So no matter what they tried, hate is not going to win.
You saw this week that Kanye said he's going to run in 2020.
Yeah, but he's a black guy. I don't believe anything he says.
Yeah.
No, but I think he just said it like that. There's no way. It's too late for him to make a real run at it. I think he'll wait till 2024. If he runs now, all it's going to do is it guarantees Trump wins. Because he won't split the Republican vote. Republicans are going to vote for Trump. Yeah. But he is going to split the Democrat vote, and then Biden's completely fucked.
What a crazy election. Like if he does actually run, Trump, Biden... and fucking Kanye.
And the libertarian woman, Jo Jorgensen, whatever her name is. She seems nice. Her too. Yeah, nobody even knows her. She's the only woman. No one's giving her any respect. Yeah. She's the only one I like from all of them, but nobody talks about her.
Well, apparently, Kanye West said something. He goes, Kanye West says he's done with Trump, opens up about White House bid and damaging Biden. He says, and the fantasy country Wakanda and Black Panther is his vision for the White House.
What?
Yeah, that's what apparently he said.
He wants the White House to be filled with black tribes fighting each other.
And his only advisors are Kim Kardashian and Elon Musk.
That's a fucking...
What a crazy. Like, Elon Musk is a goddamn genius.
But
Kim Kardashian is probably smarter than what we give her credit for.
Yeah.
But she's still not. Like, if you have Elon Musk advising you, and then you have her talking about mascara and her ass.
She's just there to get him angry. Every time he's too happy, she reminds him of Ray J. And he fucking... That's crazy.
Well, apparently she is pretty smart because she became a lawyer.
Yeah, she's not, dude. She's
super smart.
Yeah, she has a whole empire now. Like she plays, you know what she does? Yeah. She plays off the dummy role because it's good for reality TV. But she's not a dummy. She's like, do you remember Fresh Prince of Bel-Air?
Yeah.
Okay, that was one of the best shows. There was
the cousin, the hot one.
The hot cousin played a dummy. In real life, apparently, she was one of the smartest fucking people. So what's funny was for people to know her in both, because she's in real life, she's like actually not like a normal person. She's like really, really smart. And she was playing such a fucking dummy. And that always reminds me of Kim Kardashian, because I always think, I go, she plays such a dummy, but she's like, you know, she's built an empire around herself. She knows what the fuck she's doing. Kind of like Paris. I heard that about Paris Hilton too. I heard that Paris Hilton fakes being stupid because apparently people give her, she gets more leeway when people think you're stupid.
By being dumb. Yeah.
By being dumb, yeah. Paris Hilton is the same thing. That's why on TV she would always play just a dummy. But then you look at the business stuff she was doing behind the scenes, it would always seem smart. You're like, probably some of her advisors. Apparently she was raised not to be a dummy, but she plays it off because she sees that it gets her places.
I think though Paris probably isn't as smart as Kim. Just the fact that she, like, the only thing she's done in the last 10 years is like she's a DJ.
Paris Hilton,
I don't think she's an actual DJ. Like, she just, you know, she gets paid to go to parties. But who wants to see Paris Hilton now?
I want to see her on a keyboard. You know what I mean? On a mouse pad.
Yeah.
I want to see the Paris beat. I don't know who wants to see, but all these people have crazy fans that want to see them. Like me and you say, like, who would want to see Paris Hilton? Because we're not Paris Hilton people. But even Kim Kardashian, like, if I found out Kim Kardashian was here downtown, I know there's people that are gonna go try to take pictures. I wouldn't care. Like, it's Kim. What the fuck do I care? But they have fans. They have fan bases, and they're hard. Like, dude, Kim Kardashian's sister. Who's the young one, Poseidon? The one that was like worth $1 billion a few months ago. Kylie Jenner. She's young, no?
She lied about that.
How old is she?
21.
She had, what was it worth? Like a couple $100 million, and they said it was worth $1 billion, but really it was a couple hundred million.
She's worth like 900 million, but she said it was $1 billion.
Still 900. Like this is a 20-year-old.
Yeah, but she's still 100 million away. No, but it's still amazing. Like you're 20 and you're worth 900 million. That's pretty good.
It's kind of cute that she can't count.
Yeah.
It's so all that shit's impressive. Like, but I've noticed that a lot of people, they like, and I remember at work somebody told me that years ago. They said it's better to pretend that you don't get it, that you're dumb. You're gonna get away with doing more shit than letting them know that you're on the up and up. People treat you differently.
Yeah.
You get away with more, but because they expect they expect less from you. So anything you do is impressive.
Like Norm Macdonald is super, super intelligent.
Yeah.
And he always plays off like he's an idiot.
Yeah, because it's funny,
Yeah.
Well, I'm not super intelligent, but I like doing like stupid things, like especially on this just thing and stuff. I like going for the dumb jokes and just fucking around because it's fun. That's what's fun. That's why it's funny to me. That's why I laugh. You know, just like racist jokes. The reason why they're fucking funny is because they're hilarious, right? Because you see the stupidity in it. That's why you're like, I see what he's doing with this, right? It's a stereotype that he's making fun of. That's why you do it.
People don't realize Poseidon has an IQ of 182.
Yeah.
I was about to say I play the dummy, but I'm also a dummy.
Yeah, you don't play it. Yeah, just that sentence, Poseidon. Yeah, goddamn. Yeah. I wonder what Poseidon's IQ is, but you know what? I don't judge people based on their IQ either, because IQ tests are weird too, Mike. Like Poseidon might not be good at thinking about certain things, but he might be on other stuff. You know what I mean? Like his cognitive thinking might be, we know he's kind of like Joe Biden level. Look at him. He's a bit of a retard, but he's good at selling stuff. He's good at physical labor. He has value in other facets of life.
I like that you're saying he's smart because he's good at physical labor. He's super smart at pulling stuff.
You ever watch Disney movies? You remember this Disney movie about the Notre Dame Cathedral in France? There was a guy.
Hunchback?
That guy. The guy that was working. He's like him. You know, he's very useful. He's the hero of that story. What's it?
By the way,
Quasimodo.
Quasimodo.
You're the Quasimodo of 2 Drink Minimum.
What was I don't have a hunchback, bro.
No. But you have, you know,
I know.
You're useful in that sense. Like, can there be a 2 Drink Minimum without you? Probably yes. Factually yes. However, you're there to ring a bell once in a while.
Yeah.
I wanted to say something. I lost. Oh, what was his crush's name though?
Annabelle or Anastasia or something.
I think something like that. But I think that was my first childhood crush.
The Hunchback.
No.
You wanted to fuck a cartoon hunchback?
Wow. You're like, my dad walked out. I'm going to suck that guy's dick.
No.
He's got the same posture as my mom.
So hot. Oh, it's because he kept getting stuck when he was going through doors. That's where the fetish came from for Poseidon.
God.
So your first fantasy was the cartoon? What was the name? Was that the cartoon that Celine Dion sang a song
Esmeralda.
or no? Esmeralda.
Esmeralda.
Yes.
Okay. So that was your first.
Celine Dion was Beauty and the Beast, which is basically all of those fucking cartoons are always the same. It's a hot chick with an ugly dude.
Yeah. Actually, the Beast, technically, he's a beast. He's an animal. That's about a chick who fucks an animal, really.
Yeah. I think all of those movies got greenlit because all of the producers are ugly dudes that want to go, we can get hot chicks.
Yeah, that's exactly it. Yeah. There's a guy who walks into the boardroom. He's a hunchback. He's like, he was trying to pick up a hot Russian chick. He's like, I can do this. Write a story about me. Poseidon, are you chasing bugs in your house?
There's a mosquito that got in. I'm trying to kill it.
Would you consider yourself a bug chaser?
No.
Okay.
Oh, what the fuck?
Are you chasing the mosquito with your eyes?
Are you gonna kill it with your tongue? Because you're looking at it like your tongue's gonna come out.
You're like Toad from the X-Men.
Yeah. Oh god. No, I was gonna smack it like this. Bam.
Smack it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was looking, Mike. There's I don't know if you're, because I know you built your arcade now, so you're looking to play that racing game, Daytona USA. Is it ready? Can you play it?
It hasn't been delivered yet.
Oh boy.
So now all I have is I have one arcade game and a slot machine and my hockey game.
It's so fucking funny. It's like a child designed the house. What about your PS4? It's just in the tour bus?
Yeah, just it's a PS3.
Okay.
In the tour bus. I didn't put the PS4 in the tour bus. I felt since people are suffering financially, I was like, I'll get a PS3. Then I'll feel like I'm one of the people.
That's amazing. Yeah, I was thinking of, this is what I want to tell you. So the PS5 is coming out probably around November. And so is the new Xbox. These are next generation consoles, a lot of new technology. The PS5 in particular, they're working on a hard drive on it so that the loading would be instant.
Okay.
Right? So a lot of cool innovations. You know who else is coming out with the game console, Mike? Atari. Atari is remaking the original Atari, right? They're remaking that. They're basically it's like the same technology that there is in a modern day tablet. Okay. I saw the menus. They look super nice, but it's like just remade Atari games, just with like better, cleaner graphics and menus. But it's the old school Atari games, with a new controller. And they're looking to charge around $400 for it, which is
damn.
Yeah, $400 to $500, which is the same price probably that the new consoles are going to cost around. So that is a ballsy fucking move to charge someone for something that my cellular phone has better technology on. There's better stats on my fucking phone than there is on that goddamn Atari. And the balls on these cocksuckers to charge that much for that fucking piece of shit.
And plus, there are a million how do you say? Is it emulator?
Yeah, the emulator is basically an emulator.
Yeah, so you can get like a Atari emulator for like $19.
Yeah, but you've never lived, Mike, until you spent $500 to play ET.
Yeah,
They're basically playing on people's nostalgia.
Yeah, but I think they're like whenever companies do that and are too greedy, they always get fucked.
Yeah.
Like if they would have come out with the old school Atari, even if it's shitty, and sell it like 79 or 119, or make it the same price as it was in 1984.
Like $200.
It was probably like $120. It probably would have worked.
Yeah, maybe $120 because the menus look super sleek and nice. It looks like a fun thing if you want to play the old school games, right? It looks like a fun device, but at that price point, I was like, what the fuck are they doing? These guys are ballsy as fuck. Especially coming out at the exact same time as the next gen consoles. And now that people, no one's working, if they have money saved up and they have a choice, they're not going to pick the fucking Atari.
I don't they're not going to do this, but what they should have done was they should have to start the game. You have to put the cartridge in the thing and you have to blow in it to make it work.
Yeah. They test you. It could be like an alcohol game. You could only play if you blow and you have like a 0.0 something, like you're a little drunk, then you can play. If you're not drunk, it won't let you start. That's a good fucking idea. There's something to that.
It's not a bad idea.
Shut the fuck up, Poseidon.
That would be a drinking game. And in order to progress to different levels, let's say you play with friends, it could be a cool drinking game with your friends. In order to progress through the levels, you got to keep getting drunker and drunker. Yeah,
there's something to that, but I guarantee you college alcohol poisoning, and then they get sued.
Yeah.
Well, no, they make disclaimers, right?
Even if you make disclaimers now, idiots are always ready to sue you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, don't you remember the guy last week who tried to sue the Seattle police after he got shot? Because they didn't go to Chaz to get him, but he was in Chaz, which was the autonomous zone where police were not allowed to go, and that's why he went there, so no police can be there. But then he got mad that the police didn't show up when he called them. And he's suing. Like, what do you sue? You just went with you know what I mean? That's like me walking into a strip club and then suing them because I saw tits.
That's like a guy convincing his girlfriend to become like an open relationship and then getting mad at her because she fucked someone else.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That's the exact same thing. It's like, but I thought we decided this. I didn't think this through.
I did. I never had sex with them. They all said no.
Yeah. This was a terrible idea. Why did you let me go through with it? He's just mad. Yeah, so I saw that. I was like, fuck, man, these dummies. So yeah, people are doing dummy things, Mike. I think that the Atari is a dummy thing, and I think that suing Seattle. I mean, you should sue Seattle just because it's fucking Seattle. But that's it. I don't think you should sue
what
Seattle.
happened at Chaz. I stopped watching the news. I didn't used to watch the news, and then during COVID, I started watching the news like crazy.
I think they took it down.
I stopped watching the news again. Okay, so it's not a thing anymore.
Yeah, I think it's not a thing after like kids got shot. Like the Chaz police, which is basically regular dudes with guns, were shooting people. So I think that because the mayor first said it's going to be a summer of love. She thought it was just going to be people giving each other hand jobs. And then children started to get shot. And she's like, oh, fuck, these people are idiots. Yeah, we could have told you that. When they first made Chaz and they said, don't worry, we're autonomous. We don't need anybody. And they're like, wait a second, how does electricity work? We need some fucking food in here. Yeah. How do plants work? When you saw that, you knew you were dealing with morons. I don't know why you waited this long.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what happened.
I saw videos of even regular civilians being fed up and taking apart some walls. And
yeah, I saw videos like that. It was fucking hilarious. So like, this has gone on long enough. And then local businesses did a class action lawsuit to sue the mayor because like, you fucking idiot. Let this shit happen. Yeah, that chick is gonna get fucked.
Was it people that had businesses inside of the Chaz
and around
area?
it? Yeah. So there's
you know how much I must suck.
Yeah, you just reopened after months.
Yeah. You've been in lockdown for 4 months. You're like, finally, I can make a bit of money. Oh shit, money doesn't exist anymore on my street.
Yeah, money doesn't exist anymore on my street. I'm in another country. What the fuck just happened?
Yeah.
And then they were going in the Chaz police and they were extorting people. You pay us for protection, and like from protection from who? From us. Yeah. Like, oh, god damn it, this is fucking crazy. They became the mafia. This is the socialist utopia that they built. Fucking retards.
Oh, and then there was apparently the warlord of Chaz. He got injured or something, and he was crying in the paramedics bed. Did you see that?
Yeah.
It was like crying.
And all their injuries that when they were crying were not real injuries, like sprained ankles, cuts, and they were acting like they got shot. Imagine if you really shoot these people. Like I said, you can't run a country if a sprained ankle causes you to lose your shit like that. Like just limp.
I sprained my ankle, went back upstairs, got some ice, and then went for coffee, bro.
Yeah, there's video of Poseidon destroying his legs. Yeah.
I wonder if they thought though, like you can't be serious to think that you're gonna start a new country that's one block wide in Seattle. Like it doesn't make sense.
I think we're underestimating how stupid people have become.
But they've been brainwashed, I think, also by all this all these university professors going on about Marxism and all that bullshit.
Yeah.
So I think it plays a role.
But even if you're like super communist, you should realize that if you're going to start a country, like find a spot that no one really wants and then start your country there.
Yeah,
right?
or even better, you know what you'd think they would do? You'd think they'd be like, let's look at an example of the one time communism did work in another country. And then when they look up and find zero, they'll be like, wait a second. Wait a second. Why doesn't this ever work? Why is it that every country that goes through this fucking shits the bed? You know?
Well, maybe they're like me, though. When I read an article, I get fed up after the second article.
You make your assumption.
They read stories about communism because it always starts out really good.
Yeah, that's what it is.
It's amazing. We're all the same. And then like they don't get to the part where fucking people are getting murdered.
Yeah, I think people, first of all, I guess, underestimate how shitty other people can be when they get power. And also, I think we're not understanding that in order to move forward everything we've done, you need to have people that have drive and want, you know, and they see a level that they could attain, whether it's monetary, family, whatever. People need to dream and need to be allowed to create stuff and do stuff. When you eliminate that shit, man, first of all, you eliminate your real good scientists, because the best scientists aren't the people that they're going to be appointed by the government. They're those fucking kids that have been testing shit their whole lives and work up and make it there. Those are the real good scientists. Those are the people that really make the breakthroughs, right? So like, I remember watching a documentary about, you know, Tetris?
The game?
Yeah. The guy who made it was a Russian guy.
Okay.
Yeah, he never got paid for it. He was...
like he was a Soviet?
It was it was Soviet time, and then they had to deal with the Soviet Union because the Soviet Union says anything that any Soviet person creates is ours. And also he was working for the government at the time, as I guess does everyone in communism. And so they had to deal, like the Japanese company had to deal with the Soviets, and then they were being sketchy. And essentially a lot of people like him, the guy who made the AK-47, I think, same thing. You don't get credit or paid for your ideas. Like the state owns all your shit. So that's a horrible way to be.
Would have been amazing if you told me that the guy that invented the AK-47 and Tetris was the same dude.
You know what's funny is it could have been. I don't know. I don't remember. Imagine it was.
Nice video game, and he's like, "What? You want to take my game away?" Motherfuckers. Click, click.
Yeah.
He's looking at the check he got from Nintendo. He's like, "Those motherfuckers."
It's 80 cents.
So
lovey dove.
I was just reminded because I saw in the chat someone wrote 1984. I was watching the 1984 movie yesterday, Mike, because I was reading the book again. Okay. By the way, the movie that they had made is very close to the book, like at least the first half.
I don't even. When did they make a movie of 1984?
It was a while ago. It was maybe 70s or something. It was a while ago.
Who's in it? Anyone famous or?
There's faces that I recognize, but no famous like names. It's like it's all English people.
Okay.
So it's not like an American thing, but it was very similar to the book so far. I didn't finish the movie yet. I'm going to continue watching it tonight. It's on Amazon, if people are curious, on Amazon Prime. So I was watching in the beginning and I was like, holy fuck, this is hilarious. Because in the beginning, there's basically news reports on a screen and they're talking about the war and like, oh, we're doing well, don't worry. And they're just showing the enemy. They're saying these guys are the enemy because they talk different, they think different, whatever. You know, newspeak, right? Be careful what you say. Yeah. Thought crimes are bad. So basically, if you think of, basically Poseidon, there's the concept of thought crime. You thinking of doing something bad is a crime, essentially. Kind of like what they're doing now, you know, out of context, jokes, all that. And they're all screaming at a screen, Mike. We're like, even though it's just a screen, it's like watching a movie and yelling at the screen, you know? And I'm like, that's exactly, You know, when you see those videos, like when Trump won, you saw the blue hair lady screaming in the street, and then you see people on Twitter, fuck you. It's exactly what the hardcore left is doing right now. And they have the same kind of, double speak where they're saying two contradictory things, but they believe it, where they're like, no, freedom of speech is a good thing, but you shouldn't be allowed to say what you want. It's like, well, okay, so is it freedom of speech or not? Like, which one is it? So that's not freedom of speech. Same thing with thought crimes, taking stuff out of context, or if you just say a joke, they take that as a verbatim statement. Because you thought of it, so clearly there's something there. Shit like that. It's so fucking crazy. Like, I was watching that, and I was like, fuck, man, that is... How do people not see this and see the irony in it and be like, fuck, maybe I need to calm my ass down?
Well, I have a lot of hope because on TikTok and on some other apps like Instagram, other like teens, I guess, guys who are like 18, 19, they're still a little young, figuring shit out, have been coming out with videos saying, opposing those insane extreme leftist ideas by speaking logic of like why even if someone is racist you should let him, because then it goes underground and it festers and it gives it an actual reason instead of like
you just said that's not what you
I have a hard time expressing myself.
If it went underground because you let him say it, it's the opposite. It's if you attack them and then they're not allowed to speak anymore, you're forcing them underground.
So they're just gonna say all their racist shit behind closed doors.
I'd rather know. Exactly. Like we know about the KKK, right? We know about Farrakhan and what is it, Black Israelites and all that nonsense. Like we know about it. It's super racist, but we know about it. You're aware it's out there. You know where they are. You could stop it. Imagine if this was all underground shit, and then one day you just have, out of nowhere, fucking KKK people, Nazis, Farrakhan, and all that shit, and they're just killing each other. It'd be fucking insane. You'd rather know and put them in a fucking corner.
Like I'm surprised they still take polls they still poll for elections, because now no one says publicly how they actually feel, because they're all afraid that they're gonna get called racist, homophobic. So. Like whenever they poll, they're like Biden is leading by 90%, but Hillary Clinton was leading by 90%.
Yeah. And also, who do they like? The polls? It's like as if they have always the same fucking people, and they just ask the same people, and they just vote. They toe the party line, because the way things happen now this year with the protests, the riots, the beatings, all that, I don't think that it's very easy to say, "Oh, Biden's going to take." I think it's the opposite. I think people are getting fed up. And like, you know what? Fuck everyone.
I think Biden is gonna win though, but like
I don't see it.
If he does win, it's not him winning, it's just Trump losing.
Yeah, I think
no one's gonna vote for Biden going, that's my guy.
he knows what's happening.
He gets it. The guy with the fucking lazy fucking stare.
I think if they replace him with anyone who was not in the running, anyone who's not a politician, I think they would win.
Yeah.
If it's anyone, I think if Biden's there, I don't know, man, because, I have no idea. It's weird. You're right. Yeah.
I was thinking about that this week. I'm pretty sure the only reason Biden is there is to get all of the old Republicans that don't like Trump. So they're like, okay, Biden's he's a Democrat, but just gonna be more of the same.
He hated black people until 8 years ago.
So it's not gonna change anything. And the left is gonna vote for him because they just want to vote against Trump. So it's a weird power play.
Another weird thing I saw. Did you know that? Because you saw they were talking about police reform. Did you know the Republicans made a bill and they tried to pass it? For police reform, and it talked about putting money in better training, less deadly techniques to hold suspects, race training, give them training to see if they're racist, all that stuff, and also in order sensitivity stuff, they did a thing where they said build some kind of a museum, like a Black History museum, and show the cops, like to try to integrate them so they can learn more, like a really progressive thing. And apparently the Democrats shot it down.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like I was like, what the fuck? But that's like really, I can't believe, like, if you told me that, I wouldn't think it would be a Republican. But they're like, yeah, let's do this, and this. And then the Democrats like, no, we don't like this. Like, again, it's one of those things where the parties just can't like each other, no matter what. I hate that.
Yeah. Yeah, everything that's going on right now shouldn't be political.
No.
It should just be like a really shitty cop killed a black dude, and too many black dudes have been killed. Let's just get rid of these shitty cops and just fucking move on.
I'm with you 100%. But and most people I think the same thing, Mike. The problem is it can't work that way. First of all, they thrive on that. The lobbies, the media, it's all negative. You think if it's happy, they're not selling anything. Nobody wants to watch the media. It's shit. The reason why people watch, it's either hate watching or because they get so consumed by the fear and they're like, what are they going to tell me? How can they help me? You know? So that's why people watch it. So if they don't have anything sensational and crazy, race wars, your neighbor of a different color probably wants to kill you. You're like, holy shit, I got to tune in at 11, see what the fuck Don Lemon is telling me to be scared of next.
Yeah.
It's fucking stupid.
Yeah.
So most people just want to live.
Exactly. Except
for Poseidon. He just wants to eat.
Eat and look at the sunset sometimes.
I have an idea, Mike. I want Poseidon.
Oh, fuck. Sorry to cut you off. You'd love my new place, the sunsets are amazing.
Are you fucking with him or for real?
No, for real. They're insane. Like I'm old school with that. Like I've never looked at a sunset because in my mind it was gay. But I've been every day I'm there. I'm sitting down looking at the sunset, going, "This is so beautiful."
Next week I'm sucking a dick, guaranteed.
Yeah. The only problem I have trouble seeing the sunset because of the guy's balls. The trick is if you rub ice on his balls, they go up, and then fucking the view is amazing.
I've developed a whole technique because I'm not gay, so I have a whole technique to get the balls out of my face.
I actually have a nice view of the sunset from my apartment also because it's high enough where I can see in the distance.
Hell are you talking about? If you open up your curtains right now, there's just another wall.
No. From my balcony, if I tilt to the left,
and you look at the crack between the lanes, that's where.
No. You can really see it. You can really see it in
my
the sky.
My neighbor has his curtains open.
On his television
and he puts
set.
a mirror.
Yeah.
You know what? Next time I'll take a picture. I'll show you guys.
Please.
All right.
Take a picture.
We should do that. Take a picture of your sunset, and then I'll take a picture of my sunset.
Yeah, I'll do the same.
And then people have to guess which sunset.
Yeah, I'll do the same. Yeah.
But, it sucks. The only ones who can't take pictures of the sun. You know what I was gonna say? A shitty joke. Forget it.
Now I want to hear it.
Yeah, what's a joke?
I was gonna say the only people who can't take pictures of sunsets are the British.
Why?
Because of the British Empire. Get it?
The sun never sets on Great Britannia. Is that what you were trying to get to? That the sun will never set on Great Britannia? Is that what you were going to get to?
It was a shit joke.
All right. Well, you're clearly pro-monarchy.
Yeah.
What?
What is it? Prince Andrew is.
I'm not.
It's Prince Andrew now, Mike, that he's scared, huh? Because Ghislaine Maxwell is yapping to the FBI. So apparently he's fucking shitting his pants because she's
really?
Yeah, and there's all kinds of crazy shit about banging kids and all that.
Yeah. Also, I read online that her and Epstein weren't actually pedophiles. They actually ran pedophile sting operations.
No, they're not.
But that's a little crazy.
Yeah,
that's absurd.
Those are the worst pedophile sting operations ever. They're like, oh fuck, we went in after they got raped. Christ. You said 3 o'clock. No, I didn't. I said 2.
Yeah. We're really bad at this. Because she looks over, she's like, Jeffrey, we're really not cut out for this. Shut the fuck up. Now we're implicated. No, they weren't. What they did, Poseidon, you're misunderstanding. They were using it to blackmail people to do what they want. Yeah, but they're all scumbags.
They're saying that they were working for the Mossad.
Yeah.
Is that still a thing?
They might have.
I know the Mossad is still a thing, but
they might have been, Mike. But none of this makes them good people. They were running sex trafficking operations. Yeah. They were basically trying to get their nails deep into people of influence by either getting them videotaped in compromising positions with underage girls, this and that. They were doing what a lot of fucking scumbags like that do. But they were also facilitating, in order to get their nails in people, facilitating sex with some underage people, like all kinds of crazy shit. But the prince is really fucked up because he's because the kingdom is already having trouble now with who is it, Prince Harry, the one who married the Canadian chick.
Yeah.
Because apparently she beats the shit out of this guy. This guy lost his balls. What happened? Have you seen the videos of him? It's like a hostage situation. Have you seen the...
Oh, really?
Yeah, every time he's saying, she'll look over an angry look just to look and make sure that he says what the fuck she said. And he's always nervous. Like, I'm definitely not a hostage. Like, it's fucking weird to see. Yeah, she wears the pants in that house.
God damn.
Yeah, he left the monarchy, dude. He was a royal, okay, which already is stupid, but however, he was a royal. And then he's like, I don't need it. I'll just take a couple of $100 million and I'm gonna leave.
Yeah, and plus, like, you're leaving something that isn't an actual job.
Yeah.
It's just living in a really big house.
Yeah, with a lot of money.
They could have said, look, thank you for the castle you gave us in whatever area. Yeah. And we had an idea. How about we build another castle in California?
Yeah.
That could be a thing.
That could be a thing, yeah.
They of course they would have said yes to that.
Yeah, but she wanted him out because she felt like they had too much influence on him. No shit, it's the British royal family. Yeah. But it's just this guy's like, oh right, I'm gonna follow her. And he fucking, which is all of it is dumb too. The fact that British people still respect they act like they need the royal family. They any people with scepters and shit, I find insane. Yeah. You know what I mean? And like right now there's an economic crisis, Mike, and they're acting like, holy fuck, what do we do? I don't know. Ask Gandalf. Like, what does it matter? Like, get rid of these fucking people. But anyways,
and plus, like countries like France, when they got rid of the monarchy, they killed them. Whereas in England, they're like, we're getting rid of the monarchy, but we're going to keep them.
Yeah.
Like, we're going to have a real government, but we're going to keep them. And they're not going to have any power, but we're kind of going to listen to them anyway.
They're going to be super rich.
Yeah. But apparently they do have a lot of power.
They do have a lot of power.
Yeah.
Well, we still belong to the queen.
Yeah. We have the queen is on everything we own.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
That was actually kind of funny when the prince said he's leaving and he's like, I'm getting away from the royal family, so I'm going to Canada, which is owned by the royal family.
So I can see my nosy goddamn grandmother.
On all the money.
But
uh-oh.
I have sources saying
underscore
no longer
underscore sources.
To the monarchy.
Oh boy. Underscore lobby in the house. Underscore news of the day. Poseidon, what's the underscore news?
I did this last the Saturday that just passed.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently, Canada has capitulated to the United States of America.
Yeah, we talked about this on the last episode, and me and Mike wanted to beat you with a stick. Yeah.
Oh yeah, we did. I'll kind of remember.
Yeah. I like that you fucking have the same scoop too.
I forgot I said it.
Bro, what are you having, a brain aneurysm? Did you see his face when he had to think about it? He's like, did I tell these guys this fucking amazing scoop that I got from my fucking sources? I like that he said sources. Like his sources is a random guy at a fucking at the dépanneur on the street corner who's just there's like, hey, Poseidon, I heard the Americans took over. That sounds fucking legit, Sanjay. I'm gonna tell my friends about that. Like what the fuck, dude?
The guy at the corner store told you the Americans took over. Just wanted you to pay in American currency.
He's like, you gotta use this country's real currency, Poseidon.
Yeah. So that's $9 US.
That's $42 Canadian. I did the math.
There's a bunch of Karens taking the American citizen oath on video.
Can you stop using the term Karen Poseidon because it's very racist? Never. I heard. What is it? What did they say? It's racist or misogynist?
Oh, it's equivalent to the N-word, they said.
It is not equivalent to the N-word. You know how I know it's not equivalent to the N-word, Poseidon?
Oh.
Yell Karen. Yell it.
Oh, you telling me?
Yeah, yell Karen.
Yeah. I feel
just
weird.
Just yell Karen, dude.
Nothing.
Karen. Yell Karen. All right. Same energy. Yell the N-word.
Yeah, nah. I have a lot of black neighbors.
Exactly. Yeah. Same energy. Just yell it. Yell it. No, you see? You know why? Because it's not the same fucking thing.
Yeah. Yes, exactly.
So
you
stupid.
wouldn't even yell the N-word to a room full of Karens.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Imagine you yell it to a room full of Karens like, whoa, we prefer the term Karen in here. All right? Yeah. we don't play that shit.
I used to have a bit about that, but I hate how people I saw some people that were saying the whole Karen thing.
Yeah.
Were saying don't use the K word. I hate
The K word.
when they try to call their thing the something word. Like that's
The
so
R word.
stupid. Yeah, the R word.
The B. I've heard the
C
B word. The
Yeah.
C word.
I love it too when they say like when they say one time someone said don't use the F word, and I was like fuck, and they
Yeah.
were like no, fag, and I was like okay, yeah, fag, all right.
There's a few
But they
different
had
F
to
words.
explain it to me.
Yeah. Because F could be all kinds of shit.
Yeah, fag, fuck.
You know what I think it
That's
is?
pretty much those two.
Wait, what else is there signing with F? Fagala.
No. Pagala, but you know what I think it is? It's these groups. Some of these groups of people is that right now, like, I think black people are cool, right? They're running the culture and all that shit.
Black people are cool, right?
Yes.
Black people are
You know?
cool.
Yeah.
Listen,
like,
listen, guys. I'm
look up
hip.
Pop Smoke's new album. Look up Pop
I'm
Smoke's
hip.
New album.
I am with it. I see these darkies and their music. You sound like a
what's
weird.
up?
That's not what I'm trying
You
to
sound like
say.
a weird old man that's never met a black person.
But
You know
I
who's
guess
hip? Those Negroes.
That's
They
what
know
he's.
what's up.
That's what it sounds like. That's what it's. What is up, my darkies? Like that's what it sounds like. You sound like an old man that's never met a black person, but he sees a lot of TV. He's like, they seem fine. I don't know why everyone's complaining about them.
I lost my train of thought now. I forgot what I was gonna say.
You said
on.
it's like those
Where
groups
was
of
I?
people.
Where was I going with this?
Some
yeah,
were-
they just want to associate to something that's cool, and they want to equivalate them being called faggot or Karen
yeah.
to fucking 400 years of fucking bullshit.
Yeah,
slavery.
everyone gets mad like me too. Me too. I'm a victim
exactly.
too. You're not a victim, Karen.
Yeah,
Shut
yeah.
the fuck up.
It's like it's cool to be a victim all of a sudden. Like fuck off.
Yeah, I love
No,
those
anyway.
the videos like the Central Park lady who the guy's like, hey, you want to put your dog on a leash? Get the fuck away from me! I'll call the blocks. I'll call the cops.
yeah.
There's a black guy trying to attack me. He's like, what the fuck? You think that escalated quickly?
Doesn't make
I'm
sense.
happy
anymore.
though that all of those people that are doing that online are losing their jobs right away.
I don't know if I'm okay with that because I don't know if the reason why I'm saying this is I don't know if because the thing is then it could happen to everyone, right? And then I don't know how one associates the other. Like let's say this chick that did that, let's say I don't know, she's an awesome veterinarian. She's like the best veterinarian. She takes care of the animals. She's good. But then she for some reason she's scared of black people and she does shit like that and calls the cops. And then she gets fired from being a vet, which never connected. She always did her job no matter what. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like there's no association. That's what I don't get. Like I don't know where you draw the line.
That's true. Like, because I was thinking about. Did you see that Asian chick that was
The Harvard
I
chick.
think I talked to the Harvard
Yeah,
chick.
I finally saw the video.
She lost her job.
But she lost her job because they said she was threatening. They got scared because in case she stabbed someone.
And she was filming herself.
Yeah.
Like I'm all for people that are filming themselves say horrible things.
Yeah.
And then they lose their job. The chick that got filmed, she was filming.
Yeah, she was. Yeah, she was
it
filming,
was
and the
her
guy was filming her. Yeah, everyone was filming each other.
Yeah.
She was filming
So-
him, and he was filming her.
It's
So
like that
she-
Spider-Man meme.
Yeah.
Yeah. But she I get what you're saying that you shouldn't lose your job, but I was happy she lost her job.
I guess it depends on. Like, yeah, you're right. I think it depends on what the crime is. Like, I'm not saying if you rape someone, you shouldn't. You know, I just mean if you get into an argument with someone, like let's say road rage. I don't know.
Yeah.
And then it translates to your job. Like, we're gonna fire you because we heard that you got into a fight with a Mexican. It's like, yeah, that has nothing to do with my job.
Yeah.
It's kind of like how they were saying Dr. Disrespect or some other people, they get banned from the platform because they cheat on their wives. It's like, yeah, but that's a personal matter. What does it have to do with their job? That's what I'm saying.
But
if you're
if I
saying race,
see-
if you're out there and you're like, kill black people, okay, that's different. The guy's like, yeah, I don't want you here. That's a different story. But if you're getting in an argument with someone and you're being stupid,
But she was like filmed saying, I'm gonna call like she called the cops and she was like, he threatened me.
Yeah.
So she's pretending that a black man threatened her.
yeah, I'm not defending her in particular. I'm just saying in general, if we blanket it and everybody does, you're gonna get these cases where it's not it has nothing to do with anything. Like let's say it's not a racist thing, but you get into a fight with someone and then they claim it's racist. Like who was it? One of the cops, I think the cop who in Atlanta, remember, shot the guy who shot him with a taser. Remember that?
Yeah.
I think his stepmom got fired from her job.
The kid's stepmom or
the cop's stepmom.
The cops.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but like it has nothing to do with her. She wasn't there. She's not in charge of that. That's what I mean. I don't like that. Like it's just what does one have to do with the other?
Yeah, no, that's just mental.
So shit like that I don't like. But there's stuff that you can't. Obviously, if they have a video of you and you're fucking racist and you're being angry at someone, you're a piece of shit, and they don't want you to work there, that's a different story. That's your freedom of speech to say shit, and that's the consequences. They see that you're a bad person and they get rid of you. But I just don't like the extent of it. Like why would the stepmom get fired? That's what I don't like. This whole cancel everything.
Yeah,
that's what
I think a lot of these people too. Like it's always like whenever people do shit like that, that's how you are. Like everyone knows that like if you know you're a hothead and when you get angry, you'll yell racist shit.
Yeah, that's
at least don't put the name of your fucking company in your Twitter bio.
Yeah. Like, on Twitter, just dropping N-bombs, and then the profile is, and I work for Kensington and Company.
Proud employee of Kensington and Sons.
Employee of the month, 3 months in a row. Yeah, I'm in charge of hiring. Yeah, and he's just yelling at black people. Yeah. There's a line to be drawn. I just, I worry about people just getting trigger happy, and everyone I disagree with, I'm gonna get them fired. That's what I don't like.
Yeah,
that's I guess what I'm trying to get to is that because I see it a lot on the internet where people have like they work in cafeteria, they have like regular day jobs. And then they get into an argument with someone online. It's not even racism. They get into an argument about politics, about what they like, or whatever. Like the guy's like, I want to vote for Trump. And they're like, what the fuck did you say? Call this guy's workplace. And they dox the person.
Yeah.
And like, call his workplace. He's a white supremacist because he said he would vote for Trump, which is mental. Fucking Kanye West said he was going to vote for Trump a few months ago. Like,
yeah.
I saw a video that was perfect.
Why? Quasimodo was in it?
No. Basically, so there was a girl, like Man on the Street. I guess this was Woman on the Street.
Yeah, Lady of the Evening. It's called.
Lady on the Street.
Very sexist. Person on the street.
Yeah.
And even street isn't we call it a road now.
Yeah.
Oh.
Street is very negative.
Piece of garbage.
Yeah. We don't use the S word on this show.
No.
So what happens is she was interviewing this really
louder faggot.
Fat SJW girl, and she goes, and then the really fat girl starts calling her racist because she would vote for Trump, and then she goes, "Why am I racist?" And then the girl couldn't come up with another argument, and then she turns to the girl and she goes, "Well, you're a pedophile because you're voting for Joe Biden." She didn't have nothing to say. She was like, "No, I'm not."
Yeah, you are. Same logic. Same logic. Yeah.
Same logic, right?
Yeah, it's the same stupid logic.
She said, how did you know? How did you know? Fuck.
Well, they're going to be 18 someday. It's like, wait, what? What the fuck did you say?
I'm not a pedophile. She's going to be 18 in 9 years.
Yeah, exactly. I just count time differently. Oh, that's going to be a good excuse in the future.
Yeah.
You know how everybody does their own thing now?
Yeah.
They just choose their own gender, choose everything. Like, oh no, this is just not the way I count time, guys. I'm already 9 years ahead. I'm just living in this time for you guys, but I count time differently.
Oh, that is a slippery slope.
It's that's what I'm saying, Mike. The second you escape logic and you go by feelings, it is a slippery slope. Because everyone's feelings are different. Look up Poseidon's Superman curl. I like your hair, by the way, Poseidon.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go get it trimmed again. I don't know if you want to come with me, get the beard done too.
At my boy's place.
Yeah, when are we going?
I'm going to make some new appointments for us.
Make an appointment. All right. So, Mike, anything we have to plug that we forgot?
Nothing. I got asbestos in my eye. If anyone has a good cancer doctor.
Yeah. Mike actually got asbestos dust.
Oh, yeah. I didn't say that on air. But I was working on the new house, and I was unscrewing something. And then powder fell on me. And I was like, what is that? And the guy I was with, he was like, that's asbestos. And I was like, and it's right. It went in my eye.
Did you wash it out, or you tried to?
I did, but I've just had shit in my eyes all week, so my eyes are all red. But it was nice knowing you. I'm probably gonna die in the next 14 hours.
If something happens to you, this fucking episode is gonna be so ridiculous to watch back. At the end of the episode, you're like, by the way, I'm dying. All right. So if you go to mikewar.ca, you're going to get to see all of Mike's tour dates once he gets back on tour. Hopefully the horse gets started soon, but we don't know yet.
When the eye heals.
Yeah, because now that they're talking about closing everything down again here in Quebec, and masks in a couple of weeks are going to be mandatory in all public places. Yeah. July 15th, I believe it's going to be mandatory on all public transit. And July 27th, it's going to be mandatory in all public spaces. So that's going to ruin a lot of shit, Poseidon, just letting you know. So head over to patreon.com/sous-écoute to get Mike Ward Sous-Écoute, the #1 French language comedy podcast on the planet. And if you sign up on his Patreon, you get early access, you get all the live features, and you get the entire archive of the entire library of Sous-Écoute. Go to patreon.com/Pantelis to catch all of my stuff. I just dropped a bonus episode of the podcast today. Poseidon's show, In Bed with Poseidon, is there every Saturday. And now we started movie nights. The next movie night, Mike, I will be hosting. I'll be watching the Buffy the Vampire Slayer movie from the 90s, the original movie that started the show. And with everyone on Discord this upcoming Monday at 9 p.m. So patreon.com/Pantelis. And 2 drink minimum. Normally we like to go live during the week and then we put up on iTunes and all that later. This week was a bit of a clusterfuck, but as of next week, our schedule should be getting back to normal and they will get the episodes when we originally promised them. Poseidon, the Poseidon69, Twitter, Instagram. Anything else I forgot, guys?
No, I think that's everything.
All right. And you know what, everyone? Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. And go fuck yourselves.